Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our Multi-Block Madness series. Last episode we started crafting up a whole bunch of connectors for our Void Miner, and we were having a bit of an issue with our power, and I think maybe the energy hatch wasn't big enough. The recipe does say 30,000. This accepts 32,000, but it was still struggling, so I ended up replacing it with the big energy hatch, which is basically just adding some redstone and a circuit. So super easy to upgrade. I also hooked up to the main power, thinking maybe that would help, but it was still struggling. So not entirely sure, but I'm thinking that should fix it. If they have both on there, I hope that will work. But yeah, in the meantime, I have updated the pack. And one thing I saw in the patch notes, they weren't like super big, is the precision laser etcher seemed to have a changed recipe. So instead of needing those advanced circuits, they only need circuit boards now. So made much easier. If we remember, we had to get advanced circuits to do that, and that was a bit of a thing. It didn't seem like it was. It seemed kind of out of place that I needed a whole bunch of machines that weren't kind of listed in here to get that. But anyway, oh, I think I also need to do the reload. No, what is it? What's it? BG admin default load. No, I never remember. I think there is a thing over here though. Oh, wasn't there a... what's the... Is it BG? Oh, it's BG admin default load. That's what it is, I think. There we go. No. Did I spell it wrong? Yes, I spelled it wrong. There we go. Today on Multiblock Madness, I tried to update my quest book 80,000 times. Alright, not sure what that changed, but apparently that did change some stuff, because it said to update it. But it didn't look like... Yeah, not seen anything changed over here. But anyway, let's get back to doing this. Now, I'm going to get these going, but I think I'm going to try to upgrade my... Yeah, I feel like 2 energy crystals have got lost somewhere. I noticed that when I was... Oh, I might have voided something. I might have voided one group when I broke that thing. That's right. I think that's what it was. But yeah, I'm going to kind of let all this run. And I do want to see if we can upgrade this with some overclockers. And I looked at the recipe a long time ago, and I actually just saw it in this chapter. So does this give us... it does give us the transformer upgrade. We're not really using... or Tech Reborn power. So are these... I don't know how useful those are, to be honest. What are we looking at with these? Alright, so 180, 60k, 60k. Insulated cable and data control circuit, or the elite control circuits. These are probably easier. Yeah, these are probably easier to craft up than those. I don't have a ton of this. No, I didn't think we could use the adaptive ingots for that, but alright. So I'm thinking that I should just do a recipe for it. Unfortunately, we're smelting stuff up, so I will have to kind of pull stuff out of machines and do that. But let's see. This is the issue. Sodium. All right, I don't know which one would be the easiest. I mean, that's only one. All right, so I guess we could do. I don't know what's the easiest to get. Helium. Is there a way to do? And stone dust. We do get 100 helium from that. That's actually pretty easy, actually. I thought there may have been... I thought there may have been a... I'm not seeing a... Okay, that looks... I think that's like the most annoying. So helium and then... just coolant. Oh, is this gelid cryothium in a... Alright, so that's probably the easiest. Now that I can easily craft this up with our thing. Alright, so that's not too bad. I don't know... I'm assuming 4 can go in here. I'm assuming. And I don't think we need transformer upgrades with the... We're using RF. I could be wrong though. But alright, let me get some of this going. I'm going to let a lot of this kind of run. May boop it a couple times to speed it up a little bit. But yeah, the induction smelter is quite power hungry. Although I don't have any extra... You know what? We're not using the... Could do this. And that'll help a little bit. With the booping it with that. Anyway, we'll be back. Alright, we are back, and I kind of had a derp moment. It wasn't even... For some reason, it wasn't even clicking why I was having power issues, but of course, if this is trying to pull 30,000 RF, and this is trying to pull 1,000 RF, and this is trying to pull 5,000 RF, of course I'm not going to be able to spread out all that power when I'm only producing 7,600. And once the battery emptied out, yeah, it couldn't, like, this wasn't filling up. That obviously wasn't working. So yeah, I totally had a derp moment there. Just because I threw 20,000 Ender Spectre coils and hooked it up to the power grid, that's not going to do anything. So what I have done, I canceled that. Unfortunately, I did lose one. I really don't know if there's any way to get that back, to be honest. Anyway, I lost one of the things, so we're going to have to, you know, I'm going to have to craft up another one. But before I do that, I think what I'm probably going to do is, instead of trying to craft up 128 connectors all at once, we're just going to, I'm going to do them in batches, because 30,000 RF per tick we do not produce. Now, I have crafted up more turbines. So instead of 7,000, we are actually crafting up 17,000. So I have expanded that, but again, we're still not even close to 30,000 with that. Now, I think when I did mention this, once we run out of diesel, we've gone through all the gasoline, but once we run out of diesel, I think I'm going to switch to ethylene, because you just get even more power out of it. And it's actually really easy to craft up, as we know. I'm crafting it up over here with a couple machines. But anyway, so we are producing a bit more power, but as soon as this runs out, the buffer, then we won't be able to run this thing. So, like I said, I'm going to craft up the stuff that it needs in batches, and then I'll do like maybe 8 at a time or something like that. Just until I can get the base more power. being produced or stored. I did move this vibrant capacitor that I had sitting on top that was doing absolutely nothing. I moved it onto this, which now has this at 50,000. So having this attached to the conduits, it's actually attached to this now. It does go out around and then kind of over. It's not, but conduits don't matter. But now it is attached to this, and with the vibrant conduits, we can now pull 32,000. So in theory, I should be able to run that okay. But before we do that, I think I want to get this titanium smelting. And again, if I put transformers on there, or overclockers, that's going to be pulling even more power, so I can't have this running while we do other stuff as well. And they're not super fast recipes, but that's no joke at this point. So, yeah, I do have, do I have this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to throw... actually, I have those there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I did steal some copper plates from the other recipe, but alright. So should we... Oh, I don't have gold. Gold cables are not... Oh, they are. That's right. Of course, I need them for... I need them for the... whatchamacallits? The circuits, the advanced circuits that I've been doing. But apparently I've run out of wire. I usually put 8 in there, because that should give us 32. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was 4. I could have sworn that was 4. Oh well. So, I think this should be okay, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna... should I? Okay, let's just do all 4. Kind of expensive, but I want to see how this works. And there we go. Got transformer upgrade, but like I said, I don't know if we're gonna need this. So let's throw some titanium, which is what we are smelting hundreds of. I have no idea how much it is actually pulling, to be honest. What is that? Not using 131,000 RF, is it? No. That does appear to be doing 16,000, though. Well, that's everything in the base. But I don't think much is running. There is some stuff running over there, but... Alright. Let's do... this. Well, that is much faster. All right, now we're not being able to. We can't give it enough power. What happens if we do this? I actually don't know. All right, that does actually work with 2, but we are definitely drowning that. All right, so I probably didn't need all 4. That's good to know. We might use them once we get our power up. Or, yeah, I don't know what I want to do for endgame. I'm assuming kind of endgame is that QED mod, or whatever it's called. What is it? Quantum... whatever that... the nuclear craft. I'm assuming that's kind of like the super endgame stuff. But I can always add even more turbines to this to really max it out, which I will probably do. But alright, so we got that speeding up. I mean, that is much quicker than it was before. So yeah, we'll continue doing this. I will continue getting everything for this. And hopefully, well, not hopefully, we will get the Void Miner up and running today. All right, after quite a bit of time, I think that was my last MV capacitor. I should have 122. Yes, all right. So I'm going to start crafting these up. Let's start with like just 2 to make sure this is working. All right, does appear to be working. Let's see what is going on with this. Yeah, well, that's going to drain pretty quick. And that is with us putting in a decent amount of power. I can probably use this extra coil, but I end up with 2. I'm like, how did I end up with... I know I pulled one off there. I must have pulled off one from another one. Here, what if we do this? All right. So that can at least do that. I know I'm like, as usual, pushing my power gen to the limit. All right, let's try like 8. So is that... All right, cool. This probably is draining from here now. Yep. Not too fast, but I'm probably going to do these in batches. I just don't want... If we get stuck in a loop, I don't know if there's any way to like turn this off without... I wish there was like an on-off switch, or you hit it with a wrench or something like that. But I mean, I guess I could disconnect it if we get into a situation where it can't run because it's not getting enough power, but it's still draining the power. So you're kind of in like a loop. But all right, I think we're good there. Yeah. I will probably at some point upgrade our conduits. I think the coils are pretty good for random stuff, like a random multi-block over here that doesn't need a lot of power. They're perfect for, but some of these super high-powered stuff, definitely not ideal, because they only go up to 20,000 RF. Oops. All right, so is that done? All right, that is done. Double check. Yeah, that did about 20 million. So I could probably do like 16 or maybe even 24, but there's no reason to push it because I do have other things I need to do. All right, I do want to get these interconnects. Pretty sure these are cheaper. I'm not sure why you would ever do that recipe, to be honest, because this requires the black concrete and also a block of iron and redstone. So it just like is just straight up more expensive. I do have black concrete. We do need to turn it into... I have the powder. We need to turn it into black concrete. I think we can just dump this in the water if I saw, though. So we should be able to... Where do I want to do it? How about like right here? Did that not? I thought it could. I thought I read somewhere that you could do that, like in... Just drop it in water. Pretty sure it said you could do that. Submerge concrete powder into water by placing it into water or letting it fall into water as a block. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Maybe it's disabled. What happens if we separated it? No, that does look like it is. That looks like it's disabled. All right, and why is that water not? Like, why is that water not doing its infinite water, right? That's weird. Yeah, we have infinite water. Maybe I did something underneath. I don't know. But there is this option. We could do it in a fluid transposer. I don't think I have a fluid. No, I don't have a fluid infuser. But I think we can do... Oh, I have liquid starlight in there. Don't need that. Yeah. I'll probably do this, and then... Can't do that, can I? No, I didn't think I could. Alright, there we go. So that will be the black powder, and then I can do... Did I do... No, we're going to need these moving forward. So definitely should have that as a recipe. Alright, internet connect 2 should have... Goodness, interconnect. There we go. Also, I need to change this. I hate when... when you update, your configs kind of get screwed up. Alright, cool. There is our first 2 interconnects, and that should finally get us the void miner. Alright, sweet. Still got a lot to go, though. I will continue crafting up all these connectors. Let me do, like, 16 more. We'll see how that works. I'll slowly work on these connectors, and I think we need 24 more interconnects. So I need 10 buckets of water for that, and then the structure panels are easy as long as we get these, and then obviously the laser cores. We need resonating crystals, but those are relatively easy. All right, so I'll do that. Lastly, though, I do need litherite, and I need a decent amount of that. So I need to get that going as well. It has been... This should be running for a while, so we should have a decent... Yeah, we have 19 buckets of argon now, so we should have enough for all that, although I do need to craft up the mana things. But that is why I've had this running, so I can get the stuff we need for that. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, I am just finishing this up. Let me just double check. Yeah, structure panels 20. I think we got all those. I got all the litherite. I only needed 48 more. For some reason I was thinking I needed way more. But I think I was adding these blocks in that we already got. But I only needed to do 48, which is only 12, since it's a 4. So I only had to do two blocks of erratic. So everything was actually way less than I was thinking. I was going to need like 30 something of the mana dust, but I actually didn't. And the mana dust is actually much easier now that we have that stuff. And all the other stuff isn't too bad. I just don't have it automated. But, alright, so there's that. And then let's do structure. We should be good, unless I don't have that. Yep, 96 nectars. Holy cow. Definitely the hardest thing we have crafted up yet. Before that, I think the reinforced machine casings seemed to be the most difficult. But, yeah, now the connectors are. Alright, and I did do resonating, yes. Do laser core. I don't have the neodymium. I probably could have gotten it, but I just didn't. Yeah, I think I put all the yttrium in this thing, to be honest. Yep, I have 6 dusts in there. I don't know if there's any way to get that out. Anyway, laser core. 2. 1, 2. Ta-da! Alright, I do need a lens, which is just glass. No, I think it's that, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Alright, clear lens. So we're going to set this up and we're going to get it going. Actually, I do have that extra coil. I still don't remember where I got that from. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe it was on that or something. Where do we want to put this? It's going to be a decent size eventually. I do kind of want to have it near-ish to the A system, but really that isn't that important, to be honest. How about... Question is, what am I going to do with the ores that we get from it? Are we gonna... I don't like having those just go directly into the A system. I'd rather have them go into like a drawer. And then have the drawer system connected to... I don't know. I think we should just throw this over here. I think we're pretty much done with this from what I am seeing, and same with that. I think these recipes can be done in other machines, but yeah, I think the... Do I have... No, did I ever get the... It's like Valkyrie, this thing. Digital guide, did I ever get that? I don't think I did, because it needs a litherite crystal, which is kind of annoying. Oh well, we're going to be getting more. This is helpful to have. Oh wow, look at that. Has that always been... That picture always been there? Void miner. So basically, this is the one we are doing. It's 7 by 4 by 7. Alright, so it's 4 tall. That is what I couldn't remember. Let's throw it right here, right in the middle. So 1, 2, 3. And void miner is 4. Alright, and then we can just click it with this, and it will place the multi-block structure for us. And there we go. Alright, this one does not have any modifiers. And I haven't even looked at... assembled, true. I haven't even looked at... oh my goodness, what am I trying to say? I haven't even looked at recipes for the modifiers, so I don't know. Also, don't know if this has been modified RF-wise. That is a possibility. And I probably need to dig straight down, you know, like you're supposed to do. We can fly, and we do have... Actually, I probably could have just done the... It would have been easier just to do the... What's the... Demolition? Destruction gadget. Like, demolition? That doesn't sound right. Right. I think this needs a thing of the core, doesn't it? It needs to see bedrock? Yeah, there we go. It does, in fact... need to see bedrock. So we'll do that. I'll probably just... Let me just fill all this back in. And there we go. Alright, so we got that going. We need to get a chest of some sort. Let me do... Like I said, this is probably going to end up going into a drawer system. Why am I blind? Why am I blind? Why can't I see diamond chest? I'm like, why couldn't I see that? There. Alright, was it not there? I swear I couldn't see it. Oh, there it is. That YouTube blindness, man. It is real. I think it's because you're trying to talk. You're thinking about what you're trying to say, so you're kind of distracted. So, in theory, what did I just do? That's a thing? Is that a thing that happens? Is that supposed to happen? Alright. Someone let me know. Is that supposed to happen? Is that like a real thing? Hold on. Resource miner. Oh, it is. Yeah, look. Sneak right click to change ones. I wonder if that is... I don't know what that's for. There's a Britannia one as well. No idea what that does. They don't have recipes, so I guess that makes sense. Conditions, effects. Scavenge. Oh, botanic, like wood and stuff, not Britannia. I was like, do you really need mana petals? I guess you can get them from it, but I'm like, do you really need all that from that? All right, so that is for that. But interesting. Yeah, there's 3 types. Usually I'm just used to the resource miner and that. What does the resource miner give? Like stone and stuff. That's right. That is right. Don't know if we're gonna need... Actually, don't we need like mica at some point? Yep. There is no way to craft that other than the void resource miner, which we'll get that. But alright, we should be... Yes, there we go. Alright, we are getting our crystals that we need. It is not very fast, as we know. But we will just have this running while we are working on other things. Now, is that a thing that we can do? I don't know if that... Not sure if that... Not sure if that actually works. I don't think it is doing anything. But, I don't remember if I've sped up the void miner before, to be honest. It definitely doesn't look like it's doing anything, but alright, there we go. We are getting resources, so I will let that run, and we will start working on the next thing that we need, which I think is the advanced machine casings. I'm gonna look into what these are for. I don't really know. We will maybe need them later, but yeah, we can actually do those. The beacon is still kind of annoying to craft up, but we do have nether stars, so it's not the end of the world. But alright, anyway, that it still feels pretty good, even though it's pretty slow. Like I said, if you leave that running for a few hours while you're doing other stuff, you know, it'll slowly increase. I don't think I'm going to... you need 8 more of that, but you need the tier 2, so yeah, just kidding. You need 64 of the erodium. Which can be... Oh, is that what that refined life thing was for? Is that why it wants to do that? Interesting. For those. I can craft up the erodium crystals. I don't know. We'll take a look at that next episode, I think. Yeah, because that's litherite crystal and the spark augment thing, which that's a lot of runes of fire. One of those per. That's annoying. I don't know if we're gonna do that. We'll see. But I mean, that's not that bad. I've been talking for what, a few minutes, and we already have, you know, that much. I think it's 1 every 20 seconds. That 400, yeah, 400 ticks. That's what that duration, 400 ticks. So 1 every 20 seconds. And then, so what is that? 3 a minute? You know, you leave that running for an hour, 3 a minute. I mean, there you go. That's 180 ores. So yeah, we'll just let that run and we will see. I do have the lens. I don't think there is a special one for this litherite. Unfortunately, it is just a crystal. Wait, no. Oh, that's different. Just kidding. All right. Definitely just kidding. We can craft those. I don't know. Let me think about that. Maybe I can do the crafting of the 8. You know? Maybe I'll wait. That's what I think I'll do. I think I'll wait for this to get 8 of those. And then we will do that refining life thing. We'll do this. Because this is something I've never done before. So we'll check that out. And then we will get those other ones, those cryo whatevers, to upgrade into the crystal thing. And that will help us get those crystals moving forward. I actually didn't realize that was different, to be honest. I thought they were the same thing just looking at that. Clear lens, crystal laser lens. They look so similar. And the names are even similar. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching. And have a good one.